A trade war is like a big fight, but instead of punches, countries use tariffs. Tariffs are taxes on goods from other countries. In 2018, President Trump decided to put big tariffs on Chinese goods coming into the US. He said this was to protect American jobs and businesses. China fought back by putting tariffs on American goods too. This back and forth has created a lot of tension between the two countries. Businesses and consumers in both countries are feeling the pinch. The trade war has also created uncertainty in the global economy. The trade war is a big deal because it affects everyone. When prices go up because of tariffs, consumers end up paying more for things they need. Businesses might have to lay off workers if they can't afford the tariffs, and the uncertainty can make it hard for businesses to plan for the future. President Trump believes that China has been unfair to the US in trade for a long time. He says China steals American technology and intellectual property. He also points to the large trade deficit between the two countries. This means the US buys a lot more from China than it sells to China. To address these concerns, Trump imposed tariffs on billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. He argues that these tariffs will protect American jobs and force China to change its ways. The tariffs started with things like steel and aluminum, but they quickly expanded to cover a wide range of products. However, the tariffs have also hurt American businesses and consumers. Many businesses rely on Chinese imports for components or finished products. The tariffs have made these imports more expensive, cutting into profits and forcing some companies to raise prices. Consumers are feeling the pinch too, as the prices of everyday goods have gone up. China wasn't going to take Trump's tariffs lying down. They responded with their own tariffs on American goods, targeting key exports like soybeans and pork. China knew that these tariffs would hurt American farmers and businesses that rely on the Chinese market. Beyond tariffs, China has other ways to pressure the US. They can make it harder for American companies to do business in China. They can also use their influence over other countries to try to isolate the US economically. China believes that the US is being unreasonable and that the trade war is harmful to both countries. They have called for dialogue and negotiation to resolve the dispute. However, they have also made it clear that they are prepared to fight back if necessary. Section 4. Global markets. Brace for impact. The trade war between the US and China is having ripple effects across the global economy. Businesses around the world are worried about the impact of the tariffs and the uncertainty they create. Stock markets have been volatile, with investors worried about the potential for a full-blown trade war. The trade war is also disrupting global supply chains. Many companies have built complex supply chains that rely on components and finished products from both the US and China. The tariffs are forcing these companies to rethink their supply chains, which could lead to higher costs and delays. The International Monetary Fund, or IMF, has warned that the trade war could shave off a significant amount of global economic growth. The IMF has also urged both sides to de-escalate the conflict and find a negotiated solution. Section 5. The long game implications and uncertainties. The U.S. China trade war is about more than just tariffs. It's a battle for economic and technological dominance. Both countries see themselves as leading global powers, and they are vying for influence and control in the 21st century. The trade war has the potential to reshape global trade patterns and alliances. It could also lead to a decoupling of the U.S. and Chinese economies, as businesses look for ways to reduce their dependence on either country. The outcome of the trade war is uncertain. It's possible that the two sides could eventually reach a negotiated settlement. However, it's also possible that the trade war could drag on for years, causing significant damage to both economies. One thing is for sure, the world is watching closely to see how this high-stakes game of economic chicken plays out. What are your thoughts on the US-China trade war? Share your comments below and let's discuss. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on this and other important global issues.